Are the Los Angeles Lakers on the verge of a game-changing move this summer? Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could bring a dynamic scoring threat to the purple and gold, with the team struggling to find consistency and defensive cohesion. Could a talented sharpshooter be the missing piece to elevate their championship aspirations? Stick around as we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the Lakers' pursuit of a key player who could reshape their roster and the future of the franchise. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video to stay in the loop on all things Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are navigating some choppy waters as the 2024-25 season winds down. With a record of just 5-8 in their last 13 games, it's clear that the team is facing some issues, both on the court and in terms of player health. The condensed schedule has certainly taken its toll, with the Lakers having to play 6 games in 8 nights recently, due to rescheduling from those devastating wildfires in LA. But what's more alarming is the glaring defensive lapses that have haunted this team. Like that game against the Memphis Grizzlies, where they squandered a 20-point lead in the first half before scraping by with a narrow 134-127 victory. Now, according to Brett Siegel from Clutch Points, the Lakers might be looking to shake things up this summer. They could be eyeing Anfernee Simons from the Portland Trail Blazers as a potential trade target. And I have to admit, the thought of Simons donning the purple and gold is intriguing. But let's dive deeper into this. Would he come in as a backup, behind Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic? Or could we see Reeves being part of the trade talks? Honestly, it's all hypothetical at this point, but it raises a lot of questions about our current roster. While Simons is undeniably a talented shooter, his defensive capabilities leave something to be desired. The Lakers have pressing issues on defense that can't be ignored. Sure, he could add firepower to our offense, but does that really address our most urgent needs? We've got to remember that the Lakers' core rotation is in desperate need of a revamp. With Jackson Hayes set to hit unrestricted free agency, do we really think he's the answer at center? I mean, he's shown flashes of potential, but he also seems a bit raw. And let's not forget about Alex Len and his struggles to even be a viable backup. The market for buyouts has not been kind, and even Maxi Kleber's recovery from surgery raises more questions than answers. The only other centers we have are Trey Jemison III and Christian Koloko, who are still finding their footing in the league. Now, the idea of Simons playing alongside Doncic is certainly tantalizing. He's a solid three-point shooter who can thrive both on and off the ball, potentially forming a dynamic scoring duo that could elevate our offense to new heights. And we can't overlook the praise he's received from respected figures like J.J. Redick, who has spoken highly of his skill set. But let's be real, the defensive side of the ball is critical, especially when you consider the defensive prowess of LeBron James and Doncic. Does adding Simons make us better, or does it complicate our already shaky defensive identity? Let's take a moment to reflect on Simons' stats. In 70 games for the Blazers, he averaged 19.3 points on shooting splits of .426, .363, 902, along with 4.8 assists and 2.7 rebounds per game. Those numbers are impressive, but he's starting in Portland. What role would he play in a team aiming for a championship? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? As a passionate Lakers fan, I can't help but feel torn about this potential move. On one hand, the idea of acquiring a young, explosive talent like Simons is exciting, but on the other hand, I worry about the defensive ramifications. Are we sacrificing our defensive integrity for offensive firepower? Is that the direction we want to take? I want to hear your thoughts because this is a crucial moment for the franchise. So, Lakers Nation, what do you think about the possibility of trading for Anfernee Simons? Is this the best decision for our team's future? Or should we focus more on bolstering our defense before adding more offensive talent? I genuinely want to hear your opinions down below. The Los Angeles Lakers are gearing up for an offseason that could shape the future of the franchise. With the roster currently in transition, the front office is faced with some crucial decisions that could either propel the team into true championship contention or leave fans wondering what could have been. After trading for Luka Doncic, the expectations are high, and the clock is ticking on LeBron James's career. So, let's dive into one realistic and one unrealistic free agent option that could significantly impact the team's trajectory. First up, let's talk about Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's someone who feels like family to us Lakers fans. He's been with the team through the highs and lows, and his contributions during the 2023 playoff run were undeniable. Averaging 13.2 points and 5.4 assists this season with the Toronto Raptors, Schroeder has shown that he still has plenty to offer. With Gabe Vincent not quite living up to the production we saw from Schroeder, bringing him back could provide the stability and depth that the Lakers desperately need in their backcourt. Imagine Schroeder coming off the bench, backing up not just Luka Doncic, but also Austin Reeves. That's a dynamic duo that could elevate our game to another level. He knows the system, he knows the fans, and he knows what it means to wear the purple and gold. Plus, given his tumultuous journey this season, traded multiple times, it's reasonable to think that he might be looking for a place where he can settle down. If the Lakers can move Vincent in a trade to secure a center, adding Schroeder could be a brilliant move, giving us the most bang for our buck this summer. But let's flip the script and talk about Clint Capela. Now, I love what Capela brings to the table. He's a seasoned veteran and a true rim protector. Averaging 8.9 points and 8.5 rebounds, he still has the ability to dominate the paint, and his experience could be invaluable for our young core. However, acquiring Capela feels like a long shot. First, there's the question of budget. Can we realistically expect LeBron to take a pay cut to fit Capela's likely $15–20 million contract? I doubt it. Even if we explore a sign-and-trade scenario, the complexities involved could hinder our efforts. The Lakers would likely want to retain key players like Rui Hachimura or Dorian Finney-Smith, and that could complicate things significantly. This is where it gets tricky, and as fans we've seen enough to know that these kinds of negotiations can fall apart quickly. We need a center, but Capela's price tag might just be more than we can afford, and that's frustrating. So, what does this all mean for the Lakers' future? It's a mixed bag, really. The realistic option of bringing back Dennis Schroeder feels safe and could enhance our playoff run next season. Meanwhile, the dream of landing Clint Capela remains just that, a dream. And honestly, I'm torn here. Do we prioritize stability with someone like Schroeder, or do we take a risk in hopes of landing a big fish like Capela? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you feeling optimistic about the prospect of bringing Schroeder back? Or are you holding out hope for a surprise acquisition? The Lakers have a lot riding on this offseason, and every decision counts. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay connected with everything Lakers. Together, let's navigate this offseason and dream of what's to come.